Hey, Facebook friends, I am back. I bet you thought I abandoned you, but nope. I was waiting for the sun to come out. I wanted to get a couple pictures up here at Wiggins Pass. It's beautiful when the sun is out. The watercolors are just incredible. But I gave up. I gave up waiting on it. So here I am for part 2 of my New Year's Eve morning beach walk. Look at that emerald green. Look at that. Emerald green waters of the Gulf. The tide is on its way in here at Wiggins Pass in North Naples, Florida. Ooh, breezy up here. Breezy, breezy. I know, there was a couple of them, I heard. 2 weddings going on.
So it reminded me, because good morning, Mr. Devin.
Devin, good morning. Nana says good morning.
Devin's mommy and daddy got married on a beach in Hawaii.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
They got married in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Where Roy got married. That's where Roy and Audrey got married, was Hawaii also.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good to know. Well, so I sent him a picture of the one wedding and said, reminds me of someone else's wedding I went to on a beach.
How nice. Yeah, I saw the group gathering, and then I saw a bride coming out up towards the north end here too. So it was like there was one down south and one up here. Yeah. Well, New Year's Eve, it kind of makes sense, you know. Get it in before the end of the year so you can get the tax deductions.
There you go. And you only have to pay joint expenses for a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, lots of garbage today.
Lots of garbage. That's not good.
Partying going down last
Oh
night,
yeah.
You know, so
It'll probably be a mess here over the weekend.
Yeah.
Over this weekend, it's going to be a.
Back till Monday now.
You're not going to come out tomorrow?
No, I think there'll be a lot of people.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. I don't think they're going to be here bright and early, but
Yeah.
I think probably by 10:30, the park's going to be pretty darn busy.
Maybe if I get here at 8, I'll do it. So.
You need to clean the beach up for us.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the park rangers depend on you in the morning out here.
Well, I do my best.
I hope they give you a big Christmas card for all your hard work out here.
I'm happy to come and enjoy this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is. It is a treat, isn't it? But isn't it kind of a good feeling? You know, you're doing something really, really good when you're out here.
What toys did I find?
The toys, that's awesome.
Matthew's place.
Yep.
So I washed them off, put them in a bag, and in fact, Jim Matthews, the guy who wrote the article, he took them for me the last time, so I didn't have to get exposed to,
So that's Jim from the beach here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't subscribe to the newspaper, so I couldn't read it.
So it's good. Well, I'll cut it out.
There you go.
So I'll bring it for you.
I know he's been trying to get information out of me for the past month and a half, and pictures and things, and I'm like, I really don't have anything that you're looking for. I'm not who you're looking for.
Yeah, he's found some really great stuff. So.
Well, that's awesome.
Good guy.
Yeah. I mean, anybody that subscribes to it, I'm sure they'll enjoy. I mean, everybody's.
I'll cut the article out and I'll bring it.
All right, that'd be sweet. All right. Oh, you got it in a hard copy of the paper. Oh, okay. Awesome. Happy New Year to you.
Oh, we don't read that online.
Well, I don't know how you read the paper. It's so tiny. Oh, the birds. Oh, boy. Oh, tons of birds just flew overhead. Happy New Year. I'll see you next year. Tons of birds just flew overhead. Need to do a little sun dance. I did my little shell dance, and I did find a couple shells earlier, even though people said that there was nothing up here. And guess what? Well, in between my live feeds here, I found another little moon shell. One that escaped me earlier. Right where I was looking, I found another one. Just, that always happens. You can never find them all. Water is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous as this tide's coming in here. Wiggins Pass up in North Naples, Florida. Temperature in the low 70s right now. Gonna be getting up to the low 80s today. The low 80s tomorrow. 85. Gonna be a warm one tomorrow. New Year's Day. Here comes the sun. There's the sun. Those gorgeous colors. Look at that. Look at those colors. That blue sky. The blue sky, the blue-green water. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. The birds flying by. The water looks great here. I mean, the water is beautiful. But that red tide is still lurking about. Still out there. Lurking about. Every now and then I'll see a dead fish washed up on the beach or washing up on the beach. All right. A little bit of traffic up here this morning. Nice. Breezy, breezy, breezy. Well, you know, I'm going to go over to that one little spot where I found those moon shells. I'm going to try my luck one more time. One more time, see if I missed something. It's just this little area right from over here. Oh, to maybe right over here to my right. This little point here.
Are you like what, documenting how bad the red tide is?
No. No.
Taking pictures?
Yeah. I do a live feed in the mornings, a beach walk in the morning on Facebook. And people that come down in the summer watch while they're up north, you know,
Sure.
and that kind of stuff.
Sure.
And I mean, I talk about the red tide. I mean, I don't hide the fact that we got that. I'm not doing it for tourism.
Right. Has it gotten a little bit better than the last couple
Well,
weeks?
right now it's looking pretty darn good with this tide coming in. But you know, I mean, it's just like overnight. It's here, and it might be terrible tomorrow because it's just, you know, lingering offshore.
Right.
And right now, the past 2 days, the wind was blowing offshore.
So that's good.
Yeah, but now I think it's going to shift and come more out of the south, which might blow it onshore. We'll see. But right now, it's pretty clear.
How about Sanibel? I was there.
Oh, Sanibel's terrible. Sanibel's got the worst of it. Yeah. I mean, there's dead fish everywhere, wasn't there? And yeah. That's terrible. Terrible.
It's just on the Gulf side, not too much on this.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, well, the way Sanibel is, it's like a big net, you know, just out there. But yeah, and they're closer to the Caloosahatchee. I mean, they get all the effects of that blue-green algae, and they say the the red algae, the red tide, somehow feeds off of that. So it is connected. I mean, although the red tide's been here forever, you know, forever and ever, that those releases aren't helping.
Right, they go for
Yeah,
right?
yep. And roll with the punches. Have a good one. All right. One last little look at the ground here. See if I find one last little treasure before making my march down the beach. I've looked at all these shells pretty darn carefully now, but you just never know. Look at that little guy. Look at that little teeny tiny shell. Huh. That will never make it home. I'll never find that in my pocket. You see all the little tips from the worm shells laying around in here? They're everywhere. Piles of them on the beach today up here by George. Lots of little wormy tips. Guess what? Guess what I found? Two little treasures. Two little treasures. In a spot that I've looked at 3 times now. I got a little moon and a nautica. A little moon shell and a nautica shell. And this is the 1, 2, 3, 4th time now I've looked in this one little spot. See, persistence. Persistence pays off when you're shelling. How many other people, dozens and dozens, have walked by them. Piece of a little tulip. I thought I was going to get really lucky and find a tulip shell. I met one of our beach family members here a little while ago in between my live feeds. Sue, is it Radikowski? Sorry, Sue, if I butchered your name. Radikowski, you'll see her on a lot. But I actually met her up here at the pass a little while ago. What a sweet lady. Sue, thank you for being a friend and a supporter. Thank you, Sue. It was awesome to meet you. Well, maybe we'll see her tomorrow during my live feed. She's going to be back out tomorrow. Maybe I'll catch up with her by Roy. I'm sure she wants to meet Roy. Everybody wants to meet Roy. I'm just the sideshow here. I'm just the guy behind the camera. Oh, darn birds. Little sandpipers pecking at the dead fish. I hate seeing that. Over to my right. Almost out of the little pile of shells here. They'll be coming to an end and we'll be walking down the beach in a minute here. Boy, some really nice slipper shells out here today. Some beauties. Some nice slippers, big slipper shells out here today. It's a little chipped up around the edges, like me. A little rough around the edges. A little sand flea. There's a dead sand flea. A little dead sand flea. I don't know what that was when I saw it. I'm like, what kind of shell is that? Huh. think I've shelled out this part of the beach here. I think I did a number on it up here. Little plovers and sandpipers here. So let's walk down the beach and see what there is to see. See what there is to see in the sea. Just overcast skies today. Every once in a while we get a little sun peeking out. Every once in a while. Happy New Year to you as well.
Yeah, good riddance to 2020.
You couldn't leave fast enough. Have a, well, I got a pocket full of moon shells.
Did you?
Yeah, everybody says there's nothing here, and I just stood there and looking, and boop, there's one. There's one.
Exactly what you have to do. You just have to
And 4 times. I
Yeah.
walked by the same place 4 times, and I kept finding something every time I went by.
Yeah, I was only making my comment because there's a lot of people down here, and they're picking stuff. They're picking up everything and anything.
Hopefully not live stuff.
Well, you never know, especially with the conchs, you know. The
Yeah.
little fighting conchs.
Yeah. Well, those you should get an awakening when you put one of them in your pocket.
You should. Yeah.
A little surprise.
That's right. Anyway, so see you tomorrow.
Yep. See you on New Year's Day. Yeah, you put a live fighting conch in your pocket, and I think it's going to let you know. He's talking about people picking up everything. There's been a lot of people out here shelling. And they're just picking up whatever they can get their hands on. We're just hoping they're not taking anything that's alive. Some shells are very obvious when they're alive. Others aren't so obvious. Ah, the sunlight. The sun has popped out again. Give you a look up to the north when that sun's shining. Barefoot Beach up there on the other side of the pass. Quite a few people out here today picking stuff up. Pretty amazing. Kind of dreading what this beach is gonna possibly look like over the next 3 days. How many people might be out here? You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. The writer.
Yep.
Awesome, man.
Your stuff on the internet.
What's that?
Interviews you did with Terrence,
Oh, yeah?
especially the one on.
I don't subscribe, so I couldn't read it. I used all my free peeks up.
You told me there was 4. I could only find 3, and the one that was most helpful gave me a good start on COVID because you asked him questions about what he was doing.
Right.
When they shut down the park. And I
Man,
know.
I just got it.
I just started.
This is the first time all day.
More up here.
Yep.
And I also feel it more when I'm walking in.
This is the writer of that article in the Naples Daily News, everybody.
Historian.
Jim Matthews. Yeah. Cynthia, we call her Nana. She's gonna bring me a copy of the article. She gets a hard copy of the paper.
See, I get
The online.
online, and it was like 1 inch by 1 inch picture of me. I was way down underneath the part. One of the gals up here on the beach gave me the paper copy, and I opened it up and I said, "My God!"
Was it huge? Well, there you go. That's good for the old ego. Yep. Happy New Year. Yep, I can't wait to read the article. He said he took some of the information that's in that article. A lot of it's from some of my stuff, some of my interviews with Terrence that I've done over the years. So, like I said, I'm not a subscriber to the Naples Daily News. I think you get 5 or 6 free looks there before you have to become a subscriber. So if you're not a subscriber and you want to check out that article, look for Naples Daily News. Google Delnor-Wiggins past State Park and you should be able to find it. Written by historian Jim Matthews. Hey! Happy New Year, James. Happy New Year, brother. I'm glad that it's leaving. Look.
Yeah, like, so 2020 is over.
Yep.
21. It's time to get back to fun times.
Fun times again, yes. I wanted to take the red tide with it. Have a good one, brother. Ranger James wishing everybody a Happy New Year. He's a fun guy. He is a fun park ranger. All good rangers here. All good rangers. I keep thinking I'm up here in Area 4, but no, I parked all the way down in Area 1 today. So we'll head down the beach as far as I can before my battery runs out. There's one of our other rangers. Yeah. Well, I don't have any baggage. I even parked down in Area 1 today.
Wow.
Yeah. Finally. Well, that's a good excuse to get out on the paddleboard. Yeah, Happy New Year, Mark. Happy New Year. That's our assistant park manager, Mark. He was just out resetting the buoys, the markers for the boaters. They kind of got blown away a month ago there when the hurricane passed us by out in the Gulf. Boy, that wind is pretty consistent. Good morning. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Looking forward to it. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, when I was up there talking to Jim, that was a strongest whiff of the red tide that I got when I was standing up there talking to him. It always seems to be that way. Up in Area 5, up by all the trees, by the dead trees along the water. That's where, I don't know why, but it always seems like that's where it's the worst. I don't know if it's because of the trees and the way the wind blows around the trees or what, or if they're because there's a few more waves up there. Usually the closer you are to the waves, the better the odds of you smelling it. Good morning. I haven't seen those dolphins. I'm not saying they didn't come by, I'm just saying I haven't seen them. I'm sure there's some dolphins out there. I'm thinking, just thinking out loud here, thinking that maybe, I might come out here for sunset tonight, our last sunset of 2020. I'll go check the weather forecast, see what it's going to look like. See if there's a chance of seeing that sunset into the Gulf tonight. That'd be kind of a fun way to end our year. Good morning. Well, the sun is just not going to make it out here. I was really hoping it would have busted out from behind the clouds by now. These clouds, usually around this time, they start moving out into the Gulf and starts clearing up, but not looking that way today. Now listen to those seagulls. Here's what I picked up this morning on the beach. moon shells. I got a little, dropped 2 of them. Dropped my Nautica and a moon shell. Little ones. Somewhere, hang on, sorry. I was trying to spread them out. Somewhere I got a little tiny baby fighting conch. I don't know where that went. But there's what I picked up this morning. A couple little olive shells. Little spiny jewel box shell. I don't know where that little fighting conch went. Might have went inside one of the moon shells. It was a little baby. Oh, it's still in my pocket. No? Nope, that was another little baby moon shell. I don't know where it is. It's there somewhere. See if I can find it. There it is. Little baby horse conch shell. Those things get giant. And there's a little baby one. Well, I think it's getting to be time for me to go here. I'm getting my low battery warning, my 20% warning here. Everybody, be smart tonight, stay safe, have fun, but please stay safe. Tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. Do take the time, if you haven't done so already, check out some of my other videos, my photos. When you see something you like, not only hit the like button, but hit that share button as well. Ooh, a little blast of sunlight. A little blast of sunlight here. Beautiful. We'll lighten up the beach. Looking back at the pines at the north end of Area 4, Roy's Beach. Nice. Water is looking pretty good here. We are still dealing with the red tide. If you're just tuning in late, still dealing with the red tide, but water is looking pretty good. I do here. If you'd like to send a little thank you, a little tip, gratuity, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. And I do thank you in advance, and those of you that have sent something or continue to send something every now and then, thank you so much for your kindness and generosity, as well as those of you that have decided to become a regular monthly supporter. Southwest Florida Television, thank you. Those of you that send stars to my videos and my live feeds, thanks for doing that. You are the ones that make it possible for me to continue to come out here. Well, it is time to go. I'll see you next year. If not tonight, I'll see you next year, but I might make it out here for sunset. No promises, we'll see what happens. Tally ho, tally ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless. Take it easy, Jim.